Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy you're here today. We're doing some winter decorating in my living room. I am so excited to get started. I've got this idea that I want to keep things very simple, very minimal, but I want to go a little bit more rustic. And my plan is to use items that I already have. So I have these items behind me, and you guys know I love to stack up my items on the island just to make sure that the colors and the textures all work well together before I start placing them in my room. It really does help give me a visual. It's almost like a real life mood board, I guess, something like that. But it does work for me and I really enjoy doing it. So I've got my living room pretty empty right now. Christmas has all been packed away and I'm very excited to get started. But I want to go with a little bit more of a rustic tone. And so we're going to be working on the living room, and I'm not going to add in too much color. I want to keep it neutral. So let's get started with the decorating. But first, let me show you what I've got going on behind me so you can get an idea of where we're going with this. So here's my real life mood board, guys. I love doing this, piling everything on the island just to see how it all works together. I've got the quintessential decorating piece for the winter, just some really lovely pine cones in a neutral bowl. Excited to work those in. I'll also be using some brass candlestick holders along with these sort of gothic looking black iron ones that I picked up at an antique shop recently. I actually used these during my Halloween decorating tablescape and I really did like them, and so I'm excited to work these in. Going to be bringing in a little bit more of a rustic theme for the winter season, but I'm going to keep it cozy with some of these brown pillows. I love this little cross pattern here on this brown one. This is just an Amazon pillow cover, and then this kind of plush looking velvet one, also an Amazon pillow cover. Gonna keep things really cohesive. I want to use this baby's breath. You guys know that we don't get that cold, so definitely going to be using baby's breath in place of the greenery and pine and cedar that a lot of people like to use during the winter season. And then I've got this Etsy print, and I went ahead and just placed it in this thrifted, this actually is a Target item that I picked up at a thrift store for $3.98. I believe I picked it up at Goodwill, honestly. And I love this print because it kind of has like a linen look to it. That's not the paper, that's actually the print. I think I may end up wanting to get this printed on a linen paper. So you guys will have to let me know what you think, if you think that would look better on a linen paper, but it'll do for now just to get us through the winter season until we figure out what we're doing for the Valentine's and spring season. And then I always love the idea of working in some warm colored marbles. I've got my vellabox candle that you guys know I love vellabox so much, and they sent me this one to work into my winter decor, and oh my gosh guys, it smells so good. I absolutely love it. And then, you know, of course, this beautiful brown amber jar. So definitely check out vellabox if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. They're an awesome company. They partner with US based candle artisans, so I love that I'm supporting small business and getting to sample all of these wonderful different candle companies from around the United States when I use their products. So this is what we're working with. Let's get started decorating. So let's start over here in the 9 drawer. We're gonna add in some artwork and this bowl of pine cones. I wanted to show you up close how beautiful this neutral bowl is. It's got this beautiful speckling on it, and the glaze is just really, really beautiful. So I thought it would be a nice complement with the color of the pine cones. And I like to kind of play around with placement, so I thought maybe I wanted it in the center and then moved it to the side, but ultimately I decided on the center. These are those gothic looking iron candlestick holders. I think these are a beautiful complement to the black of the 9 drawer cabinet below. I love bringing in these black accents in the winter. I think it just really warms things up and it gives a little bit more depth and interest. Next, we're gonna head over to the couch and add in one cozy throw. I don't typically like throw pillows on my couch, but I will add one here on this wooden chair. We're just gonna add in this neutral throw and then one of those pillows that we had talked about earlier in the video. And of course, I gotta give it a good karate chop. I want to finish up this fall candle. I can't believe this thing lasted me from September until now. It's just at the bottom. It still looks absolutely beautiful and it smells really good too. So if you're ever uncertain about buying these 5 wicks, definitely do it. It's definitely worth the money. Bringing in some more warm neutrals with this marble box. And I like the idea of the scalloped edge of this little candle holder. I think this brings in a little bit of softness to all of the hard and cold items that we'll be using here on the side table. So I keep this piano bench here typically because my house is very small and this piano bench gives me some seating options when I have guests over. The problem is that just in the everyday, it's kind of bare and empty and it's in a weird position to where it doesn't feel like I can put a lot of decorations here. And I don't necessarily love all the hard lines. The flat, hard surfaces really kind of throw me off. So I'm just gonna add 2 throw pillows. So I'm going to keep this neutral table runner here. I think this works really well for the winter season. And I'll be adding in this beautiful wicker basket. This is a thrift find from years ago, but I absolutely love the structure of this. And I think this is going to bring in a lot of warm and cozy texture for the winter season. And I think this is a really nice big centerpiece for this square table. Now, when it comes to dressing up the dining table, I love using these neutral colored baby's breath to contrast with the black of the pot. I think this is a really gorgeous combination. And placed on top of this wicker tray, along with some brass candlestick holders, I love the way these all came together to create this beautifully balanced centerpiece.
I can feel them slip away, but some things last forever. The love that never fades. It's easy to make promises for the young and free, but you kept every word you said, and you stayed true to me. We lean into the great beyond. There's more love yet to make. 'Cause some things last forever, but love that never fades.
So we're gonna move over to the fireplace, and I wanna keep things very simple, just bringing in 2 of those brass candlestick holders to this side.
Every day, quietly she walked beside, intended in her.
And then on the opposite side, I'll be adding in this really beautiful neutral vase. I'm not even gonna put any florals or anything in it. I just want the structure of it. And then I wanted to share with you guys this beautiful little flower. My dad actually made this for my mom probably 35 years ago. This is a little copper piece, and over the years, it has just gotten the most beautiful patina, and I love that I still have this. And it is such a special piece to me that I love to display it in different places in my home throughout the seasons.
And tears, I'm standing here. I know it sounds cliche. A blanket of this history covers me today. In between the bliss and underneath it.
Now I want to bring in some more of that rustic, old, vintage looking wood, and so I'm going to use this. I actually picked this up at an antique store near me recently, and I thought it would be really cute here in front of the fireplace, along with this black pot that I got from Decor Steels in the summer last year. And I've been using this in different ways throughout the house, and I just thought this was a very simple way to bring in a black accent here by the fireplace.
Beloved never fades. Beloved never fades.
So I have this stool here, and it's sort of in a transitional space between my living room and my front entry where my china cabinet is. And so I thought I would just keep this stool here and add a little bit of texture to the top of it. My china hutch is so big that it takes up the whole wall. So I don't ever feel like I can do a lot on the walls beside it. I feel like it would be too crowded. And so being able to have this stool here give me one more spot to just place a little bit of decor for texture and interest without overdoing it. So I'm going to place this book box on top of here. And then as a simple black accent, I also want to add in just the candlestick holder. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby years ago, and I like the way it ties in with a lot of the black accents that I've got going on in the living room. And I think this is a really nice neutral way to transition from one room to the next. So here is a quick reminder of how the house looked before we started decorating.
I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with
And here's how it looks now.
anybody but you. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you.
Well guys, that's gonna do it for the decorating today. I hope you enjoyed seeing how this cozy, rustic, and minimal winter living room came together. Leave me a comment below, let me know what you think, and let me know what your plans are for your home. Are you going to do winter decorating, or are you just gonna skip it, keep your Christmas decor up, and then jump right into the spring when the time comes? I would love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, take care, bye-bye.